Hello guys, so we will be learning JavaScript through Codecademy. So help me learn JavaScript. Let's go. So the first course we have here is Welcome to Learn JavaScript. Information also welcome to learn JavaScript. What will you learn? In this course, you will learn programming fundamentals with JavaScript syntax. Coding is using JavaScript environment. After this course, you will be able to implement JavaScript data types, built-in methods, and variables, use conditional control of the program in JavaScript, construct functions, pass data to etc. So, what will you learn? Throughout this course, you will be last minute time concepts and projects. So, you will also have during this course. So, let's double check. In this project, we're going to practice variables and printing to the console in JavaScript so you can hone your skills and feel confident taking them to the real world. So, what is JavaScript? Last year, millions of learners from our community started with JavaScript. Why? JavaScript is primarily known as the language of modern web browsers, and its early quirks gave it a bit of bad reputation. However, the language has continued to evolve and improve. JavaScript is a powerful, flexible, and fast programming language now being used for increasingly complex web development and beyond. So, since JavaScript remains at the core of web development, it's often the first language learned by self-taught coders eager to learn and build. We're excited for what you'll be able to create with the JavaScript foundation you gain here. JavaScript powers and the dynamic behavior on most websites, including this one. In this session, you will learn introductory coding concepts, including data types and built-in objects, essential knowledge for all aspiring developers. So make sure to take notes and pace yourself. This foundation will set you up for understanding the more complex concepts you'll encounter later. So, instructions, move to the next exercise when you're ready to begin. Maybe we can start this project na. Ayan. So, deep in his mountainside meteorology lab, the mad scientist Calvin has mastered weather weather prediction. Recently, Calvin began publishing his weather forecasts on his website. However, there's a problem. All of his forecasts describe the temperature in Kelvin. Done. Okay, start. Need body count. Remember the other existing manager. So this is the first forecast today is 193 Kelvin. To start, create a variable name Kelvin inside equal to 290. So we have to create a variable name Kelvin. Have to use the const. Kelvin equals to 290. The value C to Kelvin will stay constant. Just variable type it is in mind. Okay, so constant. That's why we use the word constant. And then write a comment about to explain this line of code. Weather forecast today. Assign today. Assign variable constant. And then write a comment above. Celsius singular Kelvin, only difference is Celsius is 273 less than Kelvin. Let's convert Kelvin to Celsius by subtracting 273 from the Kelvin variable. So we have to create another variable name Celsius. We have to store Kelvin minus 273. There you go. Write a comment above the explain code. Okay, so this will assign Celsius conversion less than 273 less than then Kelvin. Okay, so after that task, use this equation to calculate Fahrenheit, then store the answer in a variable name Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have to constant Fahrenheit Celsius multiplied by 9 divided 5 less 32. Okay, in the next step, we will run the numbers to Fahrenheit, just a variable type that's allowed you to change its value. Oh, so it should be allowed to change its value. So let's use the word let. Code. Formula for Fahrenheit. Value will be rounded off. When you convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you often get a decimal number. Use the that floor method from the built-in. Okay, so I don't know how to use this method floor. Oh no. Method floor. Okay, so mali ito. The console is a panel that displays important messages like errors for developers. Much of the work the computer does with our code is invisible to us by default. If we want to see things appear on our screen, we can print or log to our console directly. In JavaScript, the console keyword refers to an object, collection of data and actions that we can use in our code. Keywords are words that are built into the JavaScript language so the computer recognizes them and treats them especially. One action method built into the console object is the log method. This example, let's 5 to the console. This console the error to log your age to the console. There you go. On the next line, write another console to print out a different number representing number of weeks you've been programming. Okay, only program for 1 week. If structure this will exhaust your energy. So next, programming is often highly collaborative. In addition, our own code. Line 1, write a single line comment that says opening line. We have to comment this all out and then run. Okay. Okay. Data types. Data types are the classifications we give to the different kinds of data that we use in programming. 8 fundamental data types. So the number, any number including numbers with decimals. BigInt, any number greater than 2 or less than. We then append it to the number. Okay. String, any groups of characters on the keyboard. Letters, numbers, spaces, symbols surrounded by single quotes or double quotes. Though we prefer single quotes, some people like to think of strings as process. Easy like most keyword data. Multi-exception still value people. Solid. Okay. The first set of single going to charge. First. First 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Here mostly data language. Other problems. And we'll much more than it. It has been estimated that the very more numbers. Oh, JavaScript. JavaScript. You're so case sensitive. On line 2, log the number 2011 to the console. On line 3, print. Woohoo. Codecademy. Okay, let's run. Basic arithmetic often comes in handy when programming. An operator is a character that performs a task in our code. JavaScript has several built-in arithmetic operators that allow us to perform mathematical calculations in numbers. These include following operators and their corresponding symbols. The first of our work as one might assume. To 20. So the computer will evaluate expressions into parentheses and print the results to the console. If we wanted to print the characters 3 plus 4, we will drop them in quotes and print them as a string. There. We then also add 3.5 to our age. Okay, so console.log 3.5 plus it's my age. Then let's run it. There you go, it's 27.5. On a new line, write another console that tag inside parentheses, take the current year and subtract. Console.log current year is 2025, subtract by 1969. Let's run it. 56 the age of my mother. Read another console.log inside parentheses, divide 65 by 240. Is that right? Okay. Create one last console that log inside parentheses, multiply by 100. .08. String concatenation. So it should be 5 minutes. Operators. Inside console extended use to concatenate the two string hello and world. So easy, you don't have to do that. We left out the space last time. Create a second console, save in which and concatenate. But this time make sure to also include the space between the two words. Okay. Console log. Perfect. When we introduce a new piece of data into a JavaScript program, the browser receives it as an instance of the data type. All data types have access to specific properties that are passed down to each instance. There you go. So 8 out of 10 methods. Remember that methods are actions we can perform. Data types have access to specific methods. Data types have access to specific methods that allow us to handle instances of the data type. JavaScript provides a number of strings methods we call or use these methods by appending an instance with period data operator. So, string that prototype. What's this? They are of unique use. Okay, 9 over 10. So before it took 1 hour, we have to finish this. 10 items. Built-in objects. In addition to console, there are other objects built into JavaScript. Console line will build our own objects, but for now, these built-in objects are full of useful functionality. For example, if you want to smallest integer. Single number that constitutes string or log to the console balance message. Single line comments. Data types numbers, BigInts, strings, Booleans, Null, Undefined symbols, and objects. Numbers are any number without quotes. Strings are characters wrapped in single double quotes. The building operators include objects, including data set data types can have properties that store information. Today, the project example to connect. Kakatawa naman. The instances of data types can have methods that perform function. By appending the object message period, access properties and methods by using the database building objects, including methods, collections, and methods. The JavaScript provides a few more resources to add to your toolkit. Okay. The bookmark. Okay. So you have them at your disposal. Visual. Up next. 6, 8. Okay, we're done with the 10 chapters. We'll be back again tomorrow. Bye.